For the residents of Ecatepec, where shootings happen weekly, crime now has a face. Giant photographs are hung on the sides of houses as part of a community art project to try and humanize victims of violence. 20-year-old Sonia Suarez is a student and was extorted by street gangs earlier this year.
The violence has gotten out of hand. There's so much violence and we need to put an end to it. That's why I decided to participate in this project.
The project was the brainchild of Marcos Hernandez Murrieta, whose foundation is training locals in photography.
What we want is to change the way in which people see the insecurity here. People feel disconnected from it, so we want people to be introspective about this and think, I need to change it.
Earlier this year, in a different project, a collective of over 250 artists calling themselves El Grito Más Fuerte made an online video called In the Shoes of the Other, where celebrities recounted stories of victims. And it's not just art projects. Last year, leading poet Javier Cecilia started a nationwide protest movement after his son was killed by a gang. Thousands of people, many family members and friends of victims, have marched throughout the country demanding an end to the violence. The woman in this photograph is just one of dozens of victims of violence in this neighborhood on the outskirts of Mexico City. But since Felipe Calderón took office nearly 6 years ago, more than 50,000 people have been killed in drug-related violence. Announcing his war on drugs just days after he took office, President Calderón deployed the military in cities throughout the country to take on the cartels. Thousands of innocents have been caught up in the bloody battles between organized crime and government forces. Abril Reyes, who was mugged several times this year while walking home from her university, hopes that her photo will make criminals think twice.
I want them to see this, but I also want them to be punished too. For the criminals to see it isn't enough. The government needs to get involved. Security must improve.
And for people of Ecatepec, bringing awareness to the sense of insecurity they live daily is an important way of fighting back and helping them feel less like victims. Rachel Levin, Al Jazeera, Ecatepec, Mexico.